What's going on, y'all? So this is a review video on something I've seen that's talked about a lot about the Vette suspension. This is one of the biggest debates for for a lot of people because there's so many options to do with the C6, but it's a cheap and it's actually a very cheap option you could do to make your C6 handle a lot better. But a lot of people are always gonna say coilovers, coilovers, coilovers. I'll give you a few reasons why I'm not doing coilovers. Number one, I'm not really tracking my car right now. Probably not gonna do it anytime soon. So for me, I've ran Bilstein B6, B8s. I've dailied my car. I put 28,000 daily miles on my car since I bought it 3 years ago. And I've ran Bilstein shocks front and back. I got B6s in the front, B8s in the back. If I do it all over again, I'd probably do B8s all around. But I just did it because I got the front shocks like for half the price with low miles on it. So with that being said, I personally like the way my car handles. You do notice a little the leaf spring skipping, sometimes go over bumps. That is a little annoying. But at the same time, I just don't feel like for me it's worth it. For number two, as you can see here, I just dropped a couple grand on getting this motor rebuilt. Oh, I am not spending another, my budget is tapped out. So I'm not spending another $1,400 on a suspension right now. But to not get too far off tangents, the reason why I'm making this video is mainly because I want to give a review on SR1 Performance adjustment bolts. Now, there's been a lot of things on a lot of people saying, oh, these don't last long, this, that, and the third. But I'm going to show y'all what mine looks like after 28,000 miles of running on the front. For me, I'll tell you before y'all look at this, I haven't had any noise that they talked about. I don't get that squeaking and everybody's talking about. At least I probably never noticed it. But I haven't noticed squeaking. My ride was never really harsh like that. It was Vette harsh, but I never found it like super harsh. Matter of fact, my A90 rolled worse with lowering springs and Bilsteins than my Vette did. Only time you'll notice something weird if you go over it. No, Vette's always with the skittish when you're going over a bump that's like one wheel bump or something like that. So you will notice unsettling stuff, but nothing crazy. But I also want to compare it to, so long story short, I had ordered SR1 Performance Lowering Bolts like 3 years ago when I first bought the car. But the problem is when we moved here to Texas from Chicago, I literally lost them in the process of moving. So when I wanted to lower my rear last year, I was like, I didn't want to spend another $100. So I went with some lowering bolts I bought from eBay for like $20. And I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like after 3,000 miles, like probably less than 3,000 miles of driving. So let's get into it. So right here is my SR1 Performance. This is 28,000 miles of daily driving, going over bumps in Chicago and Dallas and Austin, just driving, just typical driving, multiple road trips. And you can see like, the rubber starting to, I think this is, I don't know if it's your thing or rubber, but you can see the rubber starting to like tear a little bit. But the pad is still pliable, it's still usable. I'm also not having, it's not coming through here. You can just see it's age, but it's not like this thing's about to break in half age. It still works, and it's still, another thing is too, it's a little, I gotta put some penetrating on it. But I just adjusted it because it was on the full tilt. So I just adjusted it, and it actually still has this, you can still adjust it even after all that time. But let me show y'all this though. But these are the ones I bought off eBay for like 20 bucks. Now I only put maybe 2,000 miles on these lowering bolts. So look at this shit. The rubber is starting to already like come apart. You can see like you can literally see that it's already like peeling here. So I really feel like even this thing ain't gonna last. at all. So you can see like this thing is gonna I don't think it's gonna break per se, but that rubber is gonna come apart. So I don't recommend buying $20 lowering bolts. Now I know a lot of people with vests, they ain't gonna spend the money, but a lot of these younger guys like me, or even younger guys than me, that want to save a penny, I don't recommend buying the $20 ones. It's not because of the bolt itself, more so of the rubber padding they use. This is very cheap padding, and I'm pretty sure it's not doing nothing to absorb anything. You're just riding right on the metal to metal contact. So I don't recommend it. Now, what I thought about doing as an option, I don't know who sells it. I don't know what the name. I think it's Top Flight. I think, don't quote me. They do sell pad replacements for either the SR1 or for lowering bolts. So you could technically just replace. I could try to replace that. Now, since I got everything out, and it's been 3 years, like, I think I'm just gonna go ahead. Now I just thought about it. I might just go ahead and just spend another $60 to $100. Since I got 3 years out of it, I can't really complain. But since I got like 28,000 miles of driving on the lowering bolts, I just say, you know what, might as well just replace them since they already out. Just bolt some new ones on, throw some good quality ones on, and that way I know, I'm rest assured, I know they last at least 28, for me at least 28,000 miles. Now granted, this is just my review. I know probably other people have not had the same luck with these, but I can tell you, for me, the SR1 Performance Lowering Bolts lasted a long time, and I recommend them. Now, I haven't used iBock, I haven't used the other setups from different companies, but I do know, I will say that for me, the SR1s lasted a long time, and you can get over a year, even if you, for rest assurance, you know you can get a year of, you can get 28,000 miles of life out of these, and your ride is not going to be terrible. My ride wasn't terrible. And that's another thing too. I drove when I first bought my Vette, I drove it back. As soon as I got it back home, I took it apart because I had my Vette was a mag ride car. My rag ride, all my shocks were destroyed. Like, one of them was frozen. I had to cut it out to get it out the rear, so it was frozen. So my ride was rough buying it. So me going from a rough riding car to putting lowering them different self-adjustment bolts on there, I didn't notice a difference anyway, because my car, it rolled better with the lowering bolts anyway, because my car rolled like shit from the get-go. So I can't tell you, I don't know how a Vette would ride with the stock bolts. So I can tell you my rears, the difference was, maybe it was a little harsher, but again, I had $20 cheap ass ones on there. So yeah, again, like I said, for me, I would recommend it. I didn't really have an issue with them. But I don't know other people, this is just my opinion, but I want to make this video just to say, hey, for me, if you want to do it, if you want to lower your Vette, the SR1 Performance ones are pretty good. I haven't had a problem with it. I'm sweating my ass. It's hot as hell in this garage. So I'm going to go back in the house for a little bit. I just wanted to make this for y'all. So, I'm going to end this video here. So, yeah, Don here checking out.